Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to my first podcast episode. I am very excited about this, but I'm going to be doing it a little differently because I'm just going to be uploading these on YouTube, and it's a way for me to process things and not feel alone. But I need to be able to do it as literally just like putting it out as a video on YouTube, but just the audio, so that it's like low effort enough for my neurodivergent brain that I will actually want to do it and look forward to it. Because I can sit here and have not showered for 3 days and no one would know. And I don't have to worry about like how some podcasters, like they'll do video as well as audio, so they'll record themselves. And I'm not about that, so this is what I'm going to be doing instead. And we're going to start this. I'm literally just going to talk about Alex Turner for however long I talk about him. So I'm excited. Let's get into it. Okay, so my first introduction to Alex Turner was actually through BBC's Sherlock show with Benedict Cumberbatch. And let me explain, because that seems very out of the blue, right? So I was like 13, I think, 12 or 13. I was obsessed with the BBC Sherlock show. And I remember so then I would go and watch fan edits on YouTube of the characters together. And there was one of Molly and Sherlock, and it's when the weird dream or whatever, when he flies through the window with a grappling hook and then does the hair ruffle and kisses her and then just walks out all majestic. And I was so obsessed with it. And so I found this one, someone made an edit of it, and it was to Do I Want to Know, Arctic Monkeys. And I heard that freaking guitar riff and I see him kiss her, and it changed my brain chemistry. So yeah, that was my introduction to that. And then I was like, okay, this song is amazing. And then I started to go and check out the whole album. And then I remember showing it to my brother, and then we just went ham on it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that was actually my first introduction to Alex Turner, which is funny. And then goes the process of going through all the albums, and yeah, it was a fun time. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I found that edit on YouTube the other day, and I saved it to my liked, and I was like, okay, I have to find this again, and I found it, and I was like, wow. So crazy. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about Alex Turner, because what a man. What a man. Trying to think here. So that was the debut album, Arctic Monkeys. Well, not debut, but I mean the self-titled, that's what I mean, in 2013 or whatever. Which is, how many years ago is that now? That's 7? It's probably more than that, honestly. It might be 8. Yeah, because 2015. Oh my gosh, guys, that's insane. But yeah, I started getting to all their music, and man, it's so weird now though, because I finally have listened through all of the albums, which I had not done before until this year, and just delving into all of them, and I love their old stuff. There's a video on YouTube, it's literally sitting in my recommended probably right now, and it's the every time Arctic Monkeys change their sound. And because when was it? It was 2018 they released I can't remember the name of it, I'm sorry, but it's kind of a smooth, jazzy one. It's very different from all their past stuff. And I think they lost a lot of people through that, which is very fair, because I stopped being interested after that. And then this past October with the new, I think it's The Car, that album, I listened to it once. I was making scalloped potatoes, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is fine. It's moody background music, but probably not that interested in listening to it again, because I just can't let go of their old sound. It was so good. I love it. But yeah, that's mostly it for the music part, but there's more. I also want to talk about Alexa Chung and Alex, because wow, what a couple. And I know everyone is literally, people on the internet, literally everyone is still crushed over them breaking up. And I don't know, I want to pull up some information so I can actually share more about this. So I'll have to hit pause, but yeah, because I don't remember when they broke up and everything. but the love letter, oh my gosh. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I literally have it as my lock screen, or had it as my lock screen for quite a while. It is still like my favorite thing to exist. Because Alex wrote Alexa a love letter. And I think it was like after their breakup and separation, she was at a bar and for whatever reason had it on her and left it there. So that's the only reason we found out about it. And I'm honestly really grateful because it is art. Let me tell you. I'm literally going to find it so I can read it because I think you need to hear it. Let's be real. Okay, I found it. Also, I didn't know that you can literally pause and resume voice memos. So that's really awesome. But let me read it to you. My mouth hasn't shut up about you since you kissed it. The idea that you may kiss it again is stuck in my brain, which hasn't stopped thinking about you since, well, before any kiss. And now the prospect of those kisses seems to wind me, like when you wind me, like when you slip on the stairs and one of the steps hits you in the middle of the back. The notion of them continuing for what is traditionally terrifying forever excites me to an unfamiliar degree. Yeah, I just remember reading that for the first time and discovering for the first time being like, wow, okay, that just like described feelings that I didn't know how to describe. So thank you, Alex Turner. Yeah, what the heck, dude? I don't know, I feel like I'm very behind because I didn't figure out about them until, years after they were even together. Because, like, that was very early 2000s, at least to me. Because I think they broke up in 2011. Okay. The only reason I remember that is because of the She's Thunderstorms performance, which, again, had never fully listened to Suck It and See, the album. So I hadn't heard She's Thunderstorms yet, but I saw a video, and it was the first time him performing it after Alexa and him broke up, and I don't know, like, how soon before the show it was, but he was planning to marry her, so I don't know what happened there, but then he performed that song. Oh, and it hits me because I was watching it and like I cry every time. It's just a lovely, I don't know, I watch that when I need to feel things. And like you can see him just trying to hold it together the entire time. Like his bandmates just like looking at him with love and concern. And he changed the lyrics. That was the first time he sang the lyrics differently in past tense. And oh my goodness, just that little nuance is so like deep and heart hitting. Because so the lyrics are, I've been feeling foolish, and he sings I was feeling foolish, and oh my gosh. Crazy. Okay, so I found more information. Alex and Alexa dated from 2007 through 2011. That's insane. What is that, like 6 or 7 years? I cannot imagine. Like, I am absolutely devastated, like soul-crushing devastation from 3-month almost relationships without, just without labels or whatever. So I cannot imagine knowing someone so deeply and having been with them for like 7 years and, planning to marry them, and then that happens. Crazy. But yeah, that's so long ago. Like, I don't know, obviously I was young when I even found out about them in like 2013. So I wasn't around for the whole Alexa and Alex timeline, but it's so crazy. Oh, I don't know where did they meet? I'm trying to find it. Ugh, I can't imagine. That's the other thing that's crazy to me, is that they remained friends after all of that. Which is very, yeah, I'm like, how? I don't know how you do that, but they did. Oh my god, and I remember my first time hearing Pile Driver Waltz, like while I was going through my own angst, and still am. I was like, holy crap. Oh my gosh. Had that on repeat all the time. I still do. So good. On the topic of more of his music, I don't know if it is just me, but literally in the last few months, it might have been like October, I don't know, but I figured out about Alex's other like side project, which, oh, I freaking love when my favorite artist has their own solo projects, like literally with The Neighborhood and then Jessie. Oh, there was someone else, obviously Arctic Monkeys and then Alex Turner, but also the Last Shadow Puppets, which is, the other solo project. Oh, sorry. I am on such an ADHD like tangent, but this is really fun. So this is just how I talk to myself, honestly. The other person is Brent Fayez, and then having also the other project, Sonder, which is with more people actually, so it's kind of reversed, but love all of that. So The Last Shadow Puppets. I'm trying to think when, let me look it up real quick on my Spotify, when their music, like the timeline of all of this. Because I know like he had the, Alex had the like Submarine album, which was under his own name, but then there's also a alternate version of Pile Driver Waltz on the Arctic Monkeys Suck It and See album. So, okay, yeah, looking here, their first like EP for The Last Shadow Puppets, which is Miles and Alex, was 2008. This is crazy. And it's so good. Oh my gosh. We have the Age of the Understatement EP, Standing Next to Me EP, and then like the official Age of Understatement album. And after that is possibly my favorite one of all time, Everything You've Come to Expect, and it's the deluxe edition. So good. Like, I dare say that I love the Last Shadow Puppets music better than Arctic Monkeys. Like, I love this stuff. It's so good. Let me try and see the songs here. Because I first heard, I mean, actually, the reason I found out about this was I heard a snippet of Sweet Dreams, Tennessee, and I was like, who is this band? Why is Alex singing for them? I was like, this is really good. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it is Alex. And found the entire album. It's like 18 songs. I love it. Used to Be My Girl is my favorite. Hits hard. But yeah, check these out because they're freaking good. And I feel like not a lot of people know about The Last Shadow Puppets and like they're gatekeeping it, which I totally understand because I have been too. I don't know, but I just wanted to ramble about it because wow, it's my favorite thing ever. Let me see if I have any more thoughts on Alex Turner. This is actually a little shorter than I was expecting. I mean, I figured I would probably be able to do like, I don't know, 15 minutes talking about him just from random hyperfixations of the recent weeks and the information I've gathered. So, yeah. Oh my word. Okay, I just remembered something funny. I don't know if anyone else has seen it, but there's like this clip of Alex going around on TikTok, and it's him performing Do I Wanna Know? But this man is like, what, 42 now or something crazy? And he looks like such a grandpa up there. He's doing like this foot stamping, and it was so awkward. Like, I was out of control laughing at this clip. I'm like low-key kind of want to insert it in this, even though it's supposed to be mostly audio only. But it's really funny. And all the comments were like, what is he doing? And someone was like, I bet he's so sick of this song. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It was very comedic. How old is he? I kind of want to figure this out. I feel like I'm talking really fast. And also, I'm not going to listen to this back because I can't stand listening to my voice. And especially if I'm... He's only 37. Sorry. What the heck? What the heck? That's crazy. I thought he was older. He looked so much older. No offense in the video. But wow. I forget he's been creating music literally for so long. Like, when is the first Arctic Monkeys album? I gotta find it. Where did it go? 2006? Or before that? 2005. That is insane. He's been creating music for like over a decade now. Love it. But yeah, what an absolute... I don't know, that's just been the soundtrack to my life lately. So yeah, there's that. Me talking about Alex Turner for like 15 minutes straight. Unless I suddenly add a new clip to this because I'm like, ooh, I remembered something else. We'll see. Okay, I'm reading articles about every time Alex changed his hair. And I can really tell, like, around 2011, it was literally, like, post-Alexa, which is probably what kind of spurred this. And he changed to, like, the very grunge, like, leather jacket. Like, you know exactly the hairstyle I'm talking about, because that's what I remember finding him and like watching the Why'd You Only Call Me When You're High music video. And oh my gosh, what an era. Because he used to have just like the little bowl cut, and I'm like, honey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I remember seeing a photo of him and some, like one of his blonde model girlfriends who was literally taller than him, and they're like standing outside a bar kissing, and I was like, what the heck? I remember seeing that as a kid for some reason. I don't know why I mentioned that. I think that'll be it. I can't really think of anything else, but this has been very fun and therapeutic. And like I said, I literally just need to talk to myself. But I'm, doing it as a recording and then slapping it onto YouTube and pretending it's a podcast. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. That will be it for now, I guess. Stay tuned.